everyone, and welcome to the UFC 196 press conference here at the UFC gym in Torrance. Thank you so much to the UFC gym staff for their help. It's been a wild start to 2016, and that momentum continues this weekend live on UFC Fight Pass as Anderson, the Spider Silva, takes on Michael Bisping from the sold-out O2 Arena. After that, we lead into a history-making event, UFC 196, as our featherweight champion, Conor McGregor, moves up to welterweight to take on Nate Diaz. And with that, we'll open it up to the first question.
First question.
All right. To see you guys, Conor.
We'll start right here.
Sorry, go.
Conor, what was your involvement in getting this deal done?
What was my involvement in getting the deal done? I mean, I'm involved in absolutely everything got to do with this. I am the one who created this, so I just thought I was in his hometown. We're on the West Coast, this is his place, but listen to the crowd for me, so thank you for the support. It's an honor to be here, and that's it, you know. Nate for me was the leading option. There were many options, but in reality, many people pretended like they wanted the fight until the fight actually presented them itself. I mean, Frankie never shut up. And then when he was given a phone call and a date, then he hasn't been seen or heard since. So Jose was in camp. Apparently Jose was in camp preparing in case Dos Anjos pulled out, and then all of a sudden Dos Anjos pulls out with his bruised foot, and then Jose is not fit. So even Nate tried to exit the fight cleanly. You know, there was many discussions. The first discussion was the money issue. We resolved the money issue. Then it was he could only make 160, so we gave 160. Then he came back, he could only make 165. So then I told him to get comfortable. You can step on the scales at 170, and that's it. We're gonna go and fight, and that's it. I look forward to it. It's one the fans want. I'm happy to give the fans what they ask for.
Thank you.
Time, did you think of it? You know, what was the story last time you lifted your head off the pillow and said anyone, anytime? What was the set?
I just thought it's another day. It's always happening. They always pull, they always run, they always make it out like they want it, but really they don't want it. So I was expecting it, you know. I looked at the picture Dos Anjos put up, and it's a bruise. I mean, I heard ice works wonders. What do you want me to say? So it was another day. I got a phone call. Hey, guess what? Another guy's out. We have a couple other guys that maybe might be able to get in. Okay, let's work to get the other guy in, and that's it. Another day for me.
And there was no thought of you not being on this card?
No, one bit. What I mean, I'm prepared. I'm fit. I'm in shape. You know, the belt stung for a little bit. The fact that I wouldn't, but really, it doesn't matter what weight divisions or anything, or even what belt is on the line, because really I should create my own belt. Because I am in myself my own belt. It doesn't matter weight. It doesn't matter if it's a featherweight, the lightweight, the welterweight. It's the McGregor belt. So that's it. I'm fighting for my own belt.
And Nate, question for you. Just kind of what kind of fight shape were you in? You know, when you got the call. I know the theory is to stay ready, so you don't have to get ready. What kind of shape were you in?
It doesn't matter. I came to fight. They asked me to fight. I said yes from the beginning. So whatever problems they had, I don't know. But I came ready to fight. Any weight class, it didn't matter. So there was no hesitation on my part. I was ready to rock the whole time. I said it months ago.
Thank you.
Conor, fighting in the lightweight division and also now the welterweight division, do you like breaking the rules?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I am the rule. I'm the only rule in this game, so it doesn't matter weight divisions. Nate said he was ready to fight at any time, but, well, he wasn't. He wasn't ready to fight at 155. He wasn't ready to fight at 160, 165. So we give him 170, so...
They go every other day.
I'm happy to go
I'm
in and do
not gonna
it.
lose no weight over no shit. I don't give a fuck. And I said 155 from the
You
beginning.
didn't take 155, though. You did not take 155.
I did too. Initially,
You didn't
I
take
took
155, Nick.
Yes, I did.
But that's cool. Don't worry about it. Don't
Come
worry
back
about it.
every
Get
day.
comfortable.
They come
Get
back
comfortable.
every day.
170. Get comfortable. 170, brother. Yeah, get comfortable.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck
I don't
either.
give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck either. I tell you, I like Nick's little bro. I do. I honestly I like Nick's little bro. You know what I mean? How can you not like him? He's like a little cholo gangster from the hood. But at the same time, he coaches kids jiu-jitsu on a Sunday morning and goes on bike rides with the elderly. He makes gun signs with the right hand and animal balloons with the left hand. So you're a credit to the community.
Fuck you. Fuck you, Bell. I don't give a fuck what you say, motherfucker. Yeah, thugging on mine, motherfucker. What you got?
He's all right, Nick. He's okay. Nick's so proud of you all.
Go ahead, Evie.
Fuck your bitch ass belt too.
Fuck the belt. I don't give a fuck about the belt. The only belt I care about.
Why you bring it everywhere? Why you bring it everywhere?
Why you bring it everywhere? Fuck about nothing. The only thing I give a fuck about is the check, and my checks are super heavy.
I don't give a fuck about no belt, motherfucker. Fight ass whoopings all day.
Nate, in December, in your last fight, you were complaining about the big fights. You wanted the big fights. You even were drawing your face in the poster. How does it feel to be here now?
I don't. Hey, the UFC been trying to lowball me forever. I've been in these big ass shows for hella years before this guy even existed. So it ain't no thing. I don't give a fuck.
How's it feel to be a millionaire now? It's nice, right? It's nice, right? Let's be honest. Come on. It's nice, right? It feels good.
I'll tell you more.
You're a milli for one night only.
Gotta fight first.
And Conor, you are fighting at welterweight now. Does it change your plans for the rest of the semester? Do you feel like you have to defend your title before facing Dos Anjos for the lightweight title? What do you feel?
I don't care about weight.
They're all on steroids.
The only weight I care about.
They're all on steroids.
The only weight I care about. Steroids? What are you talking about steroids? Don't be putting my name in steroids. I'm majored against that. Don't put my name in the name of steroids, Nate. The only weight I give a fuck about is the weight of them checks. And my checks are always super heavyweight. So I don't give a shit.
Conor, Dana
Hey,
White.
this is America.
I run the West Coast. I run the West Coast and the East Coast.
Conor, Dana White says you're the greatest mental warfare fighter he's ever met. How big of a role do you think your pre-fight antics, your mind games play in your fights?
I'm just coming in and being me. I'm being real and saying what I feel, analysing my opponent, analysing everything about the whole game. And that's it. I'm not trying to play no games or nothing. There is no games in this. People always think it's a game or it's an act. But when we're in there face to face, it's no act and it's no game. So take out mental warfare, take out all that. I'm just simply the best fighter, and that's it.
Nate, Conor, what makes you so successful? What makes your approach so successful, and how will you approach Nate Diaz in this fight?
My true hard work. It's as simple as that. Real, true hard work. It can't be denied. It can't be stopped. You know, another reason I chose Nate. He showed up his last fight. It was an okay performance, albeit a decision. But he showed up in shape and he talked well. But I mean, I don't know. I'm just happy. I don't give a shit. I'm just ready to fight now at this stage. You know, this is it now. 10 days out. Let's see what this man is about. He talked like I took something from him. That's what he said after the fight. I've taken everything he's worked for, and I work like a motherfucker. I don't get out of shape. He gets out of shape. His fight against Dos Anjos, he looked like he was the skinniest fat guy I've ever seen in my life. The last fight, he came in shape. This time now, the fact that he's asking for weight changes all the time, I'd imagine he got back out of shape. So he's talking like, relax, Nick. He's doing good. He's doing good up here, Nick. Relax. So I took note from him. I worked hard. I worked hard, and that's it.
All midgets. I fought fucking every fucking week forever, motherfucker. I've been in the UFC forever fighting everybody. Came in one fight, fucked up, brother. I don't give a fuck.
Nate, you made a pretty bold accusation a couple minutes ago. Nate, you made a pretty bold accusation a couple minutes ago. Do you want to elaborate a little bit more about that?
What was it? What?
The steroids comment?
Everybody's on steroids. The whole UFC, everybody.
your teammate Gil and Jake were too caught on steroids. Not
And
me.
you and Dos
Not
Anjos
me.
and
What are you
Pettis
talking
and
about? Not
everybody.
me. I'm not on no steroids. What the fuck are you talking about? Your two teammates were on steroids. That's your two boys, the scrap pack. Remember that? Well, damn, they were. Did you know they were taking that stuff? Did you know they were taking that stuff? Did you?
You're on steroids.
Sure I am. I'm just an animal. I'm just an animal.
Conor, what's your training ritual? What's your pre-training ritual?
I wake up, I work, I eat, and I sleep. That's it. Nothing else. All day work, I call it. All day long work.
Mystic Mac, right here. You're always making predictions on fights. How's this one gonna go?
I feel his repetitive foot patterns and his pull motions are too readable, too predictable. He will be too slow in there. The speed will stifle him. His soft body and his lack of preparation, he will not be able to handle the ferocity. So, end of the first, I feel he will be put away. I respect Nate, don't get me wrong, I do respect Nate. There's a lot of pussies in this game, and he is not one of them. So, don't get me wrong, there's a respect there between us. But it's business in there, and business is business. He will be KO'd inside the fourth round.
And Nate, for you, do you have a prediction on how this fight's gonna go?
Yeah, Nate, do you have a particular strategy? Nate down here, do you have a particular strategy in going against Conor?
Yeah, I'm just gonna kill or be killed. That's what I'm coming with.
Nate, your coach said that you said in some interviews that he made a mistake accepting this fight at 170. Why? He said that he made a mistake accepting this fight at 170. Why? A welterweight, sorry. He said in an interview, I don't know, his coach said in an interview that McGregor made a mistake accepting this fight at welterweight. I just want to know your opinion.
I didn't say that.
Your coach, sorry.
Nate, do you think you have an advantage being a heavier and taller fighter?
I think that I train hard all the time, train to kill, and yeah, I didn't have a fight camp, so. But it's all good though. No, fuck that. I don't give a fuck. I
Give it
can't
that
kill.
before
I
the
always
fight.
trying to kill.
Don't give it that before the
But
fight.
don't give me that advantage shit for the heavyweight. How many rounds you spar this month? Okay then.
Conor, question for you to your right. You said at the beginning of this thing that Nate was your leading pick. He was the guy that you wanted to replace Dos Anjos. Why was that?
Well, if you look down well, first of all, everyone went quiet all of a sudden. Everyone wanted it, and then they didn't want it. At least Nate was engaging in the conversation. Everyone else flat out went running. So, I mean, instantly he became the front runner. And that's it. If you're willing, if you're able, and you want to step up and fight, I've got respect for that. You know, like I said, Dos Anjos has a bruise on his foot. Did you see it? It's a bruise, ice, ibuprofen. If I jumped under an X-ray, the doctor slapped me and say, "What are you doing, kid? Get out of here! Stop this!" You know what I mean? So I don't know. If you show up, you fight, you're in. Congratulations. You did it. You know, most people, when they get that red panty night on me, they ring home to their wife. Baby, we did it. Nate rings Nick. Baby, we did it. So I'm happy. I'm happy to give Nate the paycheck. I've said before, he's right. He has been around a long time. He has stepped up and fought. He does deserve that check. When they came back and said that the negotiations were taking place and it was stalling, I said, give him what he wants. Give him what he wants, and let's get him in there. He beat Cowboy, so instantly Cowboy got destroyed by Dos Anjos, and Nate has a win over Cowboy, so that jumped him in the, ahead of that one. And then everyone else went running. So, Nate, congratulations. You're rich now.
I didn't ask. They called repeatedly for months. So,
Conor's
congratulations to you, motherfucker. I'm the show.
Thank you, bro. I love I love it. I celebrate the money, mate. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Conor, is this a one-time is this a one-time jump up to 170? Is this an introduction to this weight class? Are you just going to skip 155 altogether now? Where's your future at?
I'm gonna create my own division, and that's it. Because who cares about weight? Who cares about they sign and they pull. It happens to me time and time and time again. I'm dealing with it my whole career, so I don't care about weight. It makes no difference to me. So wherever it's at, as long as there's an opponent and a date, you'll see me here, and that's it.
And then one question for Nate. Nate, you've done a terrific job of selling fights your entire career. What do you think about what Conor's doing right now? Do you appreciate his ability to sell a fight?
He's doing his thing. I bring this motherfucking show too, so don't forget about it. It's a Diaz show also, so don't forget about that.
Conor, why have you been so successful at when an opponent pulls out with an injury? You've been so successful in a short period of time and changing the game plan, the mental edge. Why have you been so successful at that?
I'd never prepare for opponents. I simply prepare, and when they pull out, it makes no difference to me. Why I'm successful and always getting a late replacement. I mean, who would turn down winning the lottery for one night only? You know, so. I prepare to fight. I don't prepare to fight somebody, and that's it. When you sign to fight me, you're rich. So it makes no difference if they pull out. There will always be a replacement, and I will always still be in the mix.
Conor, did promoting this fight just become funner because you're fighting Nate instead of Rafael?
I'm just happy. I'm just happy to fight. You know what I mean? I always enjoyed Nick and Nate and their style of fighting. You know, they come to fight, and I like that. So I knew somewhere down the line myself and Nate would throw down. So in the circumstances, the fact that the second belt is taken, that dampens it a little bit. But definitely, now that I'm here, we're going to go face to face. I'm happy. Yeah, I'm enjoying myself, and the fight is going to be a fun contest. You know, the fans will enjoy it. I feel myself and Nate, we have a similar will, but the skill doesn't match the will, and that's where the difference will be.
Well, one more question, and this is for Nate. Nate, are you gonna keep this? Are you gonna keep this standing up, or are you gonna test his jiu-jitsu skills against yours?
We're gonna fight.
Additional questions, guys? Go ahead, Karen.
Yeah. Hey, Nate, are you going to stay at 170? You think, I know this is obviously short notice for you, and you have fought at both weight classes before. Where do you feel the best?
I'll fight at any weight class. I want the bigger fights. Look, I'll fight at any weight class.
And Conor, for you, does this affect what may or may not happen at UFC 200? Are you going to schedule to fight? Would you like to fight Rafael dos Anjos there? Would you like to fight Frankie Edgar there? Would you like to fight Robbie Lawler there? Obviously not saying what's going to happen at 196, but I'm curious about your plans for 200.
Yeah, you know, it's hard to commit to Dos Anjos again. You know, the same with Jose, he pulled. It took him 2 goes to build up the courage. Hopefully, maybe it could take Dos Anjos 2 goes to build up the courage. But when you pull out with an injury like that, a bruise on the foot, I mean, there's not much I can do to help you to bring you back into the mix. So it does change things a little bit, but we just have to see how that one plays out.
Because certainly this is a fun fan favorite fight here, but you are still the featherweight champion, and no, Frankie is hurt right now with a groin injury. I know that he is gunning for you.
They all have sore vaginas lately. It's crazy. There's something going on. I don't know. Dos Anjos broke his foot and his vagina in the same damn day, and same with Edgar. I couldn't believe the odds of that to happen. So.
But in
I
fairness,
don't know, I have my belt. If there's belts on the line, I'll rack the belts up. But I'm racking checks up, and checks outweigh the belts. So.
in fairness, though, wasn't Jose only cleared to start training a couple days?
Personally, I don't think. Well, then he shouldn't have. I agree with that. When a man is KO'd unconscious, when a man fights me, they need to take 10 months to a year off. You can't bounce back into a fight. And that's no joke. Everyone laughed there. You can't take head trauma and bounce back into the gym and spar. These people think they can do that. Mendes done it and went in, and now his chin will never recover after the fight. He jumped in too early and went at it. So you need to take proper time. So I understand that. I bounced Jose's head off the canvas like a basketball. He needs to take a year to a year and a half off, and that's just for his health. And then the fight is done, and he's putting out all these statements, I'll fight Conor anytime, anywhere. His coach is saying we're in camp in case Dos Anjos pulls out. I'm like, it's a wrong move, but okay. And then Dos Anjos pulls out, then he's gone. So I don't know, but personally, he shouldn't have even put his name in the mix in the first place. So that's what I feel. You can't rush into it. You take head trauma, you sit your ass back at the queue and rest and come back healthy.
Thank you.
Right here. Nate has a very aggressive style, come forward, likes to about this fight. Is that why? Because you know you're going to be in a scrap, you know you're going to be in a throwdown fight like that?
Yeah, he comes forward, but his understanding of ring generalship and ring control is very, very amateurish. It's novice where I come from. So he will understand the difference between amateur and world champion. So. But I'm looking forward to him coming out, and I'll come out too. I come out the trap like a greyhound, like a champion greyhound. I come out at 100 miles an hour,
Who do you train with?
and I don't stop. And I don't stop.
Who do you train with?
So we'll see what he's about when the bell rings. We'll
Got
see
no training partners.
Let's see. I've got world titles and multi-millions of dollars. You've got 20,000 to show your last fight.
And little man weight division.
And you teach
little
kiddies.
short weight
you
division.
teach kiddies jiu-jitsu
Midget
on a
weight
Sunday
division
morning.
champion.
You're a junior infants
I've been fighting
jiu-jitsu
grown-ups.
coach.
I've been fighting grown-ups
Junior
for 10
infants
years.
jiu-jitsu coach, and you
12
teach
years.
seminars to eat. You have to teach seminars all across the fucking California just to make ends meet. So worry about you.
You
'Cause I'm a
fight
world
midgets.
champion, multi-millionaire.
You fight midgets.
And that's it.
You knocked out 3 midgets and you're pumped up.
Yeah, and I'm about to
Fucking
knock out
midget.
stuffed
I'm a
fat
real
ass little skinny
motherfucking
Mexican.
fighter. Fighting grown-ups
Fat
all the
skinny
time.
Mexicans about to get stiffened up onto that list too.
I got a 145-pound homeboy out here will beat your ass too. So I don't know what you're talking
Conor,
about. In your weight class.
Rafael obviously has a different style than Nate, much different style. You even taking this fight obviously on short notice. Is there any differences you make going forward from now to the fight?
Absolutely none. I prepare to fight. I don't prepare to fight any particular set of movements. I simply prepare to fight. You know, you look down or up the roster, down the roster, whatever way you want to look at it. What was Verdum saying? He had an opponent. Remember that pussy was all talk? What was he saying? His opponent Kane pulled out, and they scheduled a new opponent. All of a sudden, no, I don't want it no more. It's a new opponent. I'm not ready. So like I said, there's many pussies in this game, but I ain't one.
Just a question for Nate. We heard Conor's take on what the negotiations were like, but can you tell us what it was like for you? When did you first get the call, and kind of what was the process like?
They've been calling me on and off for this guy for since he was supposed to fight Aldo the first time. They knew they were fighting me this whole camp, I'm sure. They put out a video of him talking shit on me at the MMA Awards like 2 weeks ago. Did you guys know something already?
But I did
Who knows?
at UFC 189.
But I don't give a fuck. I try to fight everybody all the time anyway.
I felt pity on your broke ass. I felt pity on your broke ass. I wanted to make you rich at UFC 189.
Yeah,
but
right.
They took
called
Mendes.
Megan. They called Megan.
Mendes.
They're like, Gregor only
Mendes.
wants to fight you. That's all they want
That's
is
the
you,
truth.
to fight you.
I did.
All right, yeah, you did.
I'm looking forward to it, so let's do it.
And they gave me a fuckload of money. You know what I said? I said, I want more of that shit. How about that, motherfucker? Think I'm taking some fight? Fuck that. Pay me. But they called me. I didn't ask.
Conor, you are at the point in your career where you are making great money. What's been the What's been the best part of cashing in such big paychecks? Is there something you've splurged on, your biggest splurge?
You know, I don't know. I just enjoy the conversations in the bank. The ladies at the bank, they treat me so damn nice, and people everywhere treat you so damn nice. There's a place in here in California called Rodeo Drive, and I swear to God, until you went there and felt that nice feeling, that welcoming feeling that they give you when you walk into these shops, and the materials that they give you and put on your skin, until you felt that, you cannot speak about this life. So I just enjoy everything got to do with this life.
Nate, this is also a big payday for you. Is there something you're excited to finally, right here, is there something you're excited to be able to go and pick up now?
Yeah, I'll probably buy a whole bunch of nice shit.
Take a couple of more, guys. Any other final questions here? We got one more here in the front. Christian, here.
Conor, can you talk a little bit about your background, just what motivates you in the ring? Anything from where you're from and your style?
I'm just motivated by movement and money, and the movement of money, and that's it. That's why you see me here in this prize fighting ring and running this whole game. I enjoy movement of the body and movement of the money. It's my favorite.
All right, and with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, UFC 196 next Saturday night at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. It's Conor McGregor versus Nate Diaz. A limited number of tickets still available. Don't forget, live on UFC Fight Pass this weekend, it's Anderson Silva versus Michael Bisping, 4 p.m. in the East, 1 p.m. in the West. What do you say we square these guys off?